Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another entry in my quest for Digimon. Like I've said previously in this video series, I'm going to be talking about all the various Digimon finds that I've had, including toys, virtual pets, video games, if really necessary as well. But pretty much just Digimon stuff that I found either online, in thrift stores, or in other places, including some stuff that recently I had found that belonged to me when I was a kid that I thought I had lost a long time back. Uh, Basically, I found a whole bunch of stuff actually over the last week or so, all in sort of various conditions. Sadly, a lot of these were missing pieces, which really sucked. But it's nice to see Digimon stuff in any condition, really. I've just been very surprised with the stuff that I have been able to find sort of recently, considering the volume of stuff that I have found. So I think I'm going to go with the stuff that I found first and then move on to the newer stuff that I found. So first up, I went to Buy and Sell Kings. It's a store here in Toronto. It's on the Danforth. They deal in a lot of different things because they are sort of a cross between like a retro store and a pawn shop. So they have a lot of sort of machinery, various expensive things like stereo systems, monitors, computers, that kind of stuff. But they do have a lot of retro toys, comics, video games, stuff like that as well that does interest me. I saw these here for $2 a piece, and it sucks that they are in the condition that they are in. But again, like I said, it was still nice to see anything. First up is this one here, if I remember correctly. His name is Halsmon. He is the champion form, or one of the champion forms of Hawkmon, and he is the one that digivolves using the Digi Egg of Love. And this toy here actually is supposed to digivolve, not digivolve, transform into the Digi Egg of Love, basically by like folding up his legs and stuff like that. There were other pieces to this, obviously. The main one that you can tell is that his sort of wing things here are definitely missing. So that kind of sucks. But again, $2, beggars can't be choosers. The next one would have definitely been nice to be in better shape. This one here is missing two of his arms and then two of the legs. It is the Warp Digivolving Gabumon that digivolves into Metal Garurumon, if I remember his name correctly. Basically, he goes from Rookie to Mega, and I thought that he looked better as Gabumon than Metal Garurumon, so I left him as Gabumon. But I noticed recently somebody on Kijiji selling like two of these as well as another toy, so I'm going to be looking into trying to track those down as well, but the guy hasn't really been communicating all that well. So at least I have that there. Next up, I found this toy here at a Value Village that I've probably only been to a couple times over the last year or so. This toy here, I actually really wanted this as a kid, but my mom would not buy this for me. It is the Digivolving Gargomon. I forget what the ultimate level is called, but basically it's Gargomon to whatever the hell he is. And this one here is missing a lot of pieces, as you can tell. It's missing Gargomon's arms, his ears, the ultimate form's arms are missing, their legs are missing as well, the feet. This one really was sort of bare bones, but I got it in a bag with a bunch of other toys, so I thought, you know what, that's fine, no big deal. Now, on another day at another Value Village that I also, again, do not go to all that often, I typically go to either one or two Value Villages, and all the other ones are sort of just out of the place, and I just don't go to them all that often. But I happened to be in the area, so I thought I'd stop in, and I saw this. Not even sitting in a bag of toys, it was just shitting, sitting on one of the pegs on the wall. Somebody had taken it out of a bag and just left it there, and I looked through not only all the bags of toys but also the floor all around that area, hoping that I could find some of the missing pieces to this, but I was unable to track those down, which really sucks because this figure was mostly complete. In fact, this was the sort of most complete out of all of these figures that I found. Um, if I'm remembering his name now, yeah, his name is Rapidmon. This is Rapidmon. That's the ultimate level of Gargomon, of Terriermon, for whatever matters there. He was in pretty good condition, as you can tell. The biggest uh, issue with this really is that he's missing his right foot. Uh, he had the left one, but yep, the right one's missing. And also, from what it looks like, he had projectiles that went in his fists there, but those are missing as well. I don't know exactly how those might have sort of fit in and been removable as well, considering I don't see any sort of triggers or anything on it. But it definitely looks like it's missing something that goes in there. But someone please correct me if I am wrong on that. I actually found stuff from, let's see, the first three seasons of the show, so that's definitely a plus. I did like those first three seasons the most, but nothing against any of the later seasons. In fact, season 4 is definitely, well, higher up than seasons 5 or 6. Um, the next toy here I got at the same Value Village where I found this one here, but I got this on another day. It is the Warp Digivolving Guilmon, if I remember correctly, that Digivolves from Guilmon to Gallantmon. Either that or Growlmon to Gallantmon, and he is missing a lot. He's missing his shoulder guards. He's missing his Guilmon or Growlmon head that would sort of just snap on there. He's missing his shield. He's missing his feet. He's missing a great deal, and that really sucked seeing him in this condition. And again, I looked through the entire store hoping to find some of the pieces somewhere else, but I couldn't find anything. Now, the last three here are also not in amazing condition, but I was able to uh, piece them together somewhat as they were really, really split apart. I got these at Buy and Sell Kings, just like how I got the Goblinmon and the Hulsmon. But these were all in a bin of just random parts and pieces and toys that they were selling for $1 a piece. But I was able to piece as much as I could together, and I got these three for $3. So I guess I'll go with the least to most. This one here is Mega Kabuterimon, or yeah, Mega Kabuterimon, who is a Digivolving figure that goes from Kabuterimon to Mega Kabuterimon. And I decided to leave him sort of like this. As you can see, he's missing his legs, He's missing some of his other arms, and he's also missing, well, half of his sort of wing shell thing, and he's also missing his Kabuterimon arms. And I tried looking through the bin, and I couldn't locate any other pieces, and this is sort of all that I could put together. The next was also a Digivolving figure. This one here, if I remember correctly, Digivolved from Patamon to Angemon. And for the most part, he looks fine. He's missing one arm, and he's missing his wings, which sucks. But there was a decent part of Angemon in there. His legs were actually split up into many different pieces, and I had to piece everything together for this. He also had half of his staff. I was looking for the other half, but I couldn't find that anywhere. I was looking for his other arm as well, and that couldn't be found anywhere either. Basically, with this one here, I think, if I remember correctly, he's supposed to sort of like bundle up into a sort of small ball and then be surrounded by a sort of Patamon shell altogether. Now, the last figure that I got here of these three for $3 was also in a lot of pieces, and I tried and tried to find more parts to this, and I was able to get both his legs complete. Most of his body is there. In fact, all that he's really missing is what I'm assuming was a cape on his back, because I know that's what the character has. A hand with his lance and one of his shoulder pads. It is another Gallantmon. This one here is not transforming. It's just a figure on its own. Once I looked into this bin and saw his shield, first of all, I thought there has to be more Digimon stuff in here, so I just continued looking, and I saw his shield in there, and I knew that I had to look for more. That's what pretty much made me look for these things. But yeah, as you can see, he's missing his forearm and hand. He's missing his other shoulder pad on this side, and he's missing his cape and his like long sort of tassel thing that comes out of the back of his head. Again, kind of sucky, but at least I was able to find anything. Digimon stuff is not even this easy to come by. I sort of dug through a lot of stuff just to find most of these, and like the hard part about it is that all of these toys had a lot of moving parts to them, a lot of articulation, and a lot of sort of transforming figures as well, and they were not as well put together as Hasbro's Transformers. So a lot of the parts sort of came apart and went missing very, very easily. So these are definitely hard to come by in any condition, really, and most of the times they are in these sort of conditions. But again, I'm very happy to find these. Finding anything, like I said, that's Digimon related is amazing at this point. About 15 years after the height of his popularity. Anyways, that's what I got. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website. They're all linked in the description below, and also linked in the description below is a link to my 500 subscribers contest. Check that out if you'd like, and that's it. See ya.